get you guys maturely, but is it possible that you go in expecting them to act like that?
If I was expecting them to act like that, I wouldn't
Waste
my
Why
fucking
would
gas
I?
money.
Yeah.
If I knew she was going to do that, I would not even show up. How does that benefit me? I am on the top end of average. Lunch is short. I love you, brother.
It's okay. I'm below average. I get it. I realize it. I know it. I'm a smart dude. I'm cute as fuck. I'm funny as shit. I'm smart as hell, but I'm short, and that matters. I get it. I'm below average. It's fine. If you are smart enough to get past that, then good for you. Whoever.
No, I was tall enough. I was tall enough, and I had the genetics to put the muscle on to get past that.
So
right?
MJ, how many of these sorority girls did you date?
And I'm not attacking the ladies here, man. It's just that every single time I have this conversation with a woman, they have their head so far in the clouds that they don't really understand. See, look. She keeps saying all women, and I keep saying not all women.
We've specifically said that.
You keep changing the argument to fit your narrative, and you're not actually listening to understand. You're listening to tell me that my lived experience is not my lived experience, and that Lunch's lived experience is not his lived experience.
So this was the question from Guantek. So Stephanie and MJ, are most of your friends married? Because that has a lot to do with your perspective on this.
Right. What did Kevin Samuels always say, Lutch? Single women keep women single.
Bingo.
Right? So the thing is, the kind of behaviors that single women...
Exactly.
Right.
My
so
point.
You don't know, you do not know the experiences that men are going through and what they're expected to go through. You only know what you're supposed to get from them. Because society does not teach you how to value men. It only tells you what you deserve and what you're supposed to get from a man.
He said it's like with conservatives. They don't have a clue just how broken conservatism is. Oh, we
It's
know.
The same thing with the liberals.
I mean, that's a whole other discussion. But
right.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's no different than with the liberals. So understand, ladies, we're not attacking you here. And when I'm not talking about all women.
Exactly, Stephanie. Exactly, Stephanie. So you are one of the good ones. That's why we enjoy talking to you. That's why we want to hang out with you. That's why we want to have conversations with you, because you're not like her. That is the whole point.
But do you know what the problem is, Lutch? The woman like her, the Cheesecake Factory lady, since she's the one in the spotlight, she is the one that is hijacking your public image. So you should have an added incentive to shut her narrative down. You should be out there countering her bullshit to let everybody know
what do you think you hear
that not every woman is like this. Let me give you an example. Let me give you a somewhat political example, right? How many times have you heard when black people talk about being unarmed and killed by police, the white people counter and say, well, the police kill unarmed white people for no good reason too. Mm-hmm. And you know what my response to that is, Lutch? Then you should be out there marching with BLM, because you should not be happy with people who are doing bad things to people for no good reason. And you should not be using the fact that it happens to you too to continue the status quo.
I understand your point, and as I agree with the point.
I'm going slightly there. But the thing is, the answer to, wow, that's really fucked up stuff, it shouldn't be, well, we have to try to disprove everything that you've actually experienced and witnessed. No, it should be, wow, there are people that are like that. Well, I need to go out there and show people that, no, you don't represent me. You don't represent me. So when we talked about this situation with this professional basketball player who erroneously was reported to have broken his ex-girlfriend's neck in a fit of DV, and then it found out that A, she didn't even have a fracture in her spine, and B, the prosecutor that said that he beat her up didn't even interview the woman that they said was beat up. And then they find out that he never hit her to begin with.
I was already thinking of, whenever you were done, to say #believe all women.
Right. I mean, but the thing is, when you get people who are pushing a narrative that doesn't fit you, the response shouldn't be, well, those people don't actually exist. When we're telling you they exist. They exist. Nah,
So
he just...
Guantac says to MJ and Stephanie, you and your friends are actually what men want. Yes, 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 yes. It's not y'all. The reason you are so confused about this is because you are not the women that we are talking about. That is specifically and exactly why it doesn't make sense to you, because you are not this type of person. That's a good thing that you don't understand this. You don't want to have to understand this.
Right.
That's the whole point. If you understood this, then I probably wouldn't want to fucking talk to you.
Right. Exactly.
But
Can I ask one more question, Lutch?
Let's just finish this out.
If you were to
actually men want, hold on. Guamtech said, you and your friends are actually what men want. You don't have to stand up for every woman. Just like I consider myself a good man, I don't stand up for violent pieces of shit. I think that is a comment of the night.
Yeah. Can I ask you this question, Lutch? At what point in anything that I said today did I say all women?
Don't think
At what point did I say all women? At where can if you can rewind the tape? At what point did I say all women?
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Didn't.
So the thing is, it's very difficult to have a discourse with people who are making an insinuation that you're making an argument that you're not making. Because, like I said, I even had to correct Lutch. Lutch said that most women are like this. And I counted and I said, what? You said that you said that Dr. Evil thinks that he knows all women. If you go back, you said that.
So we got Dr. Virginia's applying my statement to something else because you said women don't pay, and you're responding.
Generally, by and large, women don't pay 50-50.
Okay. I definitely saw it.
Yeah, because I saw it and I responded to it. Stephanie also said, see, Dr. Evil Genius thinks he knows about all women. You said that.
All women. Oh, I love you guys.
You said that.
MJ,
Stephanie also said a very similar statement.
I love
and
you guys.
I never once said all women.
But
and even when Lutz said most women, I countered and I said that I believe that it is a sizable minority of women who engage in this, but all the women that don't support the women that do, or otherwise stay silent.
I was the one who said it was most women. He said it's more than half.
That are not engaged in this behavior. That came from me.
Yeah. So I'm the one who's saying I think it is most women, but obviously not all women. So, unfortunately, as much as I love you guys, projection drink it is.
You get what I'm saying? But the thing
we got to keep it a buck. When somebody projects, we got to call it out.
It becomes very difficult to have the conversation in a rational sense. I'm just calling out the experiences of men on the ground. I'm not saying that women are wrong for being entitled. I'm not saying that you... No. Well, she is.
She is fat.
She is fat. She's overweight.
Is she not?
She's not morbidly obese. But I do see more than one chin. And I don't see any collarbones. I see more chins than collarbones. She's overweight. Do you know how I know? Because I'm in the fitness industry. That's how I make my money.
Yup.
I'm paid to know the difference between fit, fat, and overweight.
Yeah, Soul the Soul is agreeing with Unwanted Foe here. Oh, wait, not that one. Saying the closer you get to the big cities, the more common it is for women to act like Cheesecake Girl.
Remember that video you did?
Get out of the cities.
Do you remember that video that you did when it was one of my favorite videos you ever did, where you reacted to it's complicated, and they were talking to all the women in the Deep South, and you're like, oh my God, I need to go. I need to go.
That's what I'm saying. They know what it is. They know what it is. Okay, so and yes, in the
now, can you go
Discord,
back to the other comment? Go back to the other comment.
I want a second. In the Discord, we do have the girls only room. I am allowed in there for administrative purposes, but I'm not gonna come in and do your shit. So if you guys want to come and talk shit or go and talk shit about us, that is your safe space. Females only. Females only.
It would be a much better use of it to figure out how you can reclaim your public image, because your public image has been hijacked by a subset of women who don't care about you and you winning. In fact, because there are more women than men, they look at you as a competitor. So if you can't get what you want, they think that it's better for them because they have less competition.
Wait. But here you go again. When he says speaking men's experience, that means to me all men. Well, then that's not what words mean. That's not what words mean. You added all, and now you're. I mean, That's projection, honey. That's what projection means. You said a thing, and now you're blaming him for saying the thing that you put in your own mind. That is what projection is.
I am not responsible for your interpretation of what I said. I'm responsible for what I said.
What's good, girl?
Okay? I'm not responsible for how you feel or how you interpreted what I said. I am responsible for what I said. When we say women, we mean in general. There are always exceptions to the in general. But by and large, when a woman shows up to a date, she does not show up expecting to pay for the date.
Nope.
This is something that is this.
But
this
it's
wrong
for us to have expectations. And I actually agree with that. It is wrong to expect that just because you paid for something that she got to put out. But
again, you keep saying all women. Women in general don't pay for dates. Do you know why? Because I don't understand this. Somebody can explain it to me in the comment section if you want to. But from what I understand is the person that does the asking out has to pay for the date. But guess who does all the acting out in society? Who is the responsibility? You hear women say all the time, "Oh, I can't approach that man. No, he should approach me. I'm waiting on the guy to come to me. I'm waiting on the man that God has for me." I know you hate that one. I know you hate that one.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
But here we go again, MJ. It's like, how do you know? Have you ever seen this man before? We haven't even gotten into the video yet. And you're the one projecting all of this stuff about him.
You're talking about three different men in three different parts of the country on your screen right now saying the same exact thing.
Not to mention everybody agreeing in the chat.
I don't know what to tell you. Like, we men can keep telling them this is our experience.
Women that aren't you, that they believe wholesale. Believe all women, but fuck
you
men,
asked me about
men don't. Oh no, we lost him. I'm sure he'll be back in 8 minutes. So let's dive back in here. Let's get some comments. There, good. All right.
So you asked me about Sprinkle earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many fucking subscribers she has on that channel?
Mm-mm.
Of women that are looking for ways to get over on men? She has over 100,000 subscribers.
Yep, that got me mad.
She's got many on TikTok. She's got a whole bunch of followers on TikTok. Made up of men that are looking to be used? No, of women who want to find out how to use men. And that's what I'm saying. If you want to make the women's only channel in the Indian Jesus Discord, you could use it to talk shit about men. Or you could use it to figure out how you can take back your public image so that women like that don't represent you to other men out in society.
Is that a great point? So I get you guys have been treated poorly. Well, okay, I get you guys have been treated, but is it possible that you go in expecting them to act like that?
If I was expecting them to act like that, I wouldn't waste my
Why would
gas money.
Yeah.
If I knew she was going to do that, I would not even show up. How does that benefit me? I'm going to use my gas, drive to her house, sit in front of her house for an hour because she's late.
No, that makes too much. So Stephanie, if you expected me to come up here and be like, "Stephanie Miller, you're horrible. Everything that you say is wrong. You're bad. You're this," would you expect that I would do that in the future or not? Because that would make sense. The reason you come back is because I don't do that. And I'm continuing to not do that at this very moment. And I hope that you understand that. And she says, so it seems like the three men don't understand women and how we think. I guess not. Yep. MJ's right. She's the smartest person in the world. And all men are so stupid because they all agree that that what MJ says is wrong. And she's right. So we're all dumb and wrong and stupid.
Do you know why that argument falls flat, Lutch? Because this woman just sat up in front of a camera. She put a camera in front of her own face and told us how women think.
Yep. She
said, you're supposed to, when you court a beautiful woman, because I'm a beautiful woman, you're supposed to do this, and this. Don't you know that already? What do you think that means?
Yeah, so CT's asking that we keep saying we as if speaking for all men. I'm speaking for myself, and Dr. Evil Genius is speaking for himself, but that doesn't mean that we don't also have experiences from other men. We spend time.
Men actually listen when other men talk, unlike
Exactly.
women. Women don't listen when men talk. I actually have 2 women in the chat right now that keep saying that I said all women. I'd never said I'd never put all and women together in a sentence to make a point. Not even
Soil
once.
to soul.
They both
Soil
heard me not say that. And they
Soil
both
to-
insinuated that I said it. So we already understand that women don't listen when men talk.
Well, Soil the Soul
guess who
does.
listens
Shout
when
out.
men
Hold on.
talk? Other
Let's
men?
give credit where it's due. Soil the Soul has been listening. Said all men means all men. Just saying men is a generalization, but doesn't mean all unless prefaced with it. Same with women. Specifics do matter, and often these days get lost in translation. Thank you very, very much. Sound a little angry though, bro. You mad, bro? You mad, bro?
No, it's so. Let me. I want to make this very, very, very clear, because this is a shaming tactic. When they finally realize that their points are not really holding water, then they have to go towards you're angry, you're emotional, you're short, you have little dick energy. Because that right there, that shaming thing right there, that is akin to you have little dick energy. Oh, you're getting emotional. Now you're less manly. Come on, I've heard
show their emotions.
I've heard.
I thought that was a good thing. That's what they
Right.
say in all the
But for
Disney
me-
movies and rom-coms.
But for me, I don't need to be angry. Do you know why? Lutch, you told them why, right?
What do you mean? Because you got 2 ladies in the house?
Right, because I got 2 women already. I'm good, right? The issue here is that you're trying to put words in my mouth that I did not say. And anytime you approach discourse with anybody in public or in private, and you try to insinuate that somebody said something that it did not say, they're not going to just stand there and take it unless they're a weak, simp little bitch, like the man sitting below Lutch, hunched over like this, like, oh my God. Right? Unless you're a guy like that, if you're going to argue in good faith. And one of the ways you don't argue in good faith is put words in other people's mouths. And then you go for personal attacks. Just admit that what we're trying to tell you is something that you were unaware before, and you'll look for it and see if other people have had that experience. Now imagine, Lutch, we flip this around. And these women tell us that they have been...
Before you go there, because that's great. And before
they've been harassed before.
Quick little thing. Stephanie Miller, you said, Dr. Edwin, you just sound a little angry. Okay, maybe he's angry. Does that make him wrong?
That's a good fucking point, because I'm not angry.
Even if he was, does anything that he said
That's a good point.
That is why it's an emotional tactic. It's an ad hominem attack. You're taking the words and you don't like them, and instead of being able to combat them and refute them, you're calling names.
Right. Now imagine we flip it.
I bet you love when I do this. When we watch the video and it's like this, right? You love when it's like this. But you expect to be, I'm not pointing fingers, but I'm just saying I would not be surprised if I lost some subscribers from females after this.
Right. I mean, but the thing is, again, these conversations are.
This is
are
what
necessary.
the show has always been.
Right. Let me ask you this, Lutch. Let's turn it around in the inverse, right? Yeah. If Stephanie Miller said to us, "What? See, look at the shaming language. Look at it. We've been hit with this before, MJ. It doesn't work on us. This is not the place for that. We know what you're doing before you did it.
Is this not you?
Yeah.
Is this not you?
And they've used the same tactic. They used the same exact tactic in the same order.
So again, how is voice sounding not happy relevant to what we're talking about? Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed that clip, check out the full live stream link in the bio and catch me live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. See you there.